I got some great news for you guys if you want to make some money. This ain't no scam or no shit like that. It's like some actual like investing type shit. So if you into stocks or want to get into stocks, or you just curious, you should listen to this video. So if you haven't heard, Snapchat is finna go public. I mean, they already public, everybody know about them, but they're gonna be like public, meaning that you individual can invest in them. You can own a part of the company. So I did some research. Some of my followers, they told me, it was like, oh, Snapchat finna start selling stocks. I was like, oh man, I ain't even know about that. I'm a big Snapchat person, so you can Snapchat me that if you want to. But I'm gonna get to do my own kind of research, you feel me? So I decided that this might be like a good way to like come up, you know. The purpose of this video is I did it kind of like some personal research for me and also for you, so you can be informed. I'm asking the question, should you or I invest in Snapchat? And whenever I'm doing investing in some stocks, I like to look at their past performance, their competitors past performance and current performance, and like just the industry they in, so I can like get an idea of what they could possibly do, or what they could do, or what they've done before. And like I like to like look at trends whenever I'm looking at stocks. So I looked at a few social media stocks and seeing how they doing, and like did my research on a few of them. And the ones I picked out was like the main ones, like Facebook, well, the ones that's like public, like social media stocks like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Those like the 3 social media sites or platforms that have stocks, and there's like, I guess you can say they're doing good, or the main popular ones. So first off, I'm gonna go and do Facebook. Facebook, everyone has a Facebook. That's like the #1 social media. They like took over. If you old enough, you know about MySpace. They like fucking dethroned MySpace. So they like the king of social media right now. They own Instagram, if you didn't know that. I'm a big Instagram person. I'm gonna make sure I leave all my social media links below so y'all can go follow me. I will follow you back, show some love, you know, let's network. But I did Facebook, and so Facebook is being currently traded on the NASDAQ. That's one of the stock people or stock markets or whatever. That's one of them. That's a whole nother video, but you got like the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, and the Index 500 and all that. But I did, Facebook is on NASDAQ. It's under the letters FB. If you want to go do some research, they have $363 billion market share. Now that's a lot compared to the other two, but I'm gonna get to those later. So I'm gonna give y'all a little information on Snapchat. So they was founded in February 2004. That's when they was established. They went public in May of 2012. So it took them almost 10 years to go public. And when they first went public, I think they was around $26. That was their IPO. That was Facebook's IPO, I think. $26. And the first day, they went up to $38.23. So if you invested on their initial IPO, you made about $12 per share that you had. So if you had 100 shares, you bought 100 shares, you made $1,200. I think that's right. Don't quote me on that. So you made $1,200 if you got 100 shares, basically. So let's see. Currently, they are at around $134. That's Facebook's current stock worth. So if you invested in that initial thing, you rolling, and you bought a lot of shares, what's your number so I can holler at you? We need to talk. If you was one of those initial investors, you made about 28% rate of return. That's like, you know, if you go to a bank and you say, hey, I'm gonna open a savings account, blah 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 blah, they usually around under 1%, 2%. This was 28%. So you can imagine this is much better than putting your money in a savings account. Now, savings accounts are secure, but stocks is a greater risk would mean a greater rate of return. So if you put your money in there, you made some. Let me give y'all a little more information on Facebook. So they did drop though to $18 in August of 2012, but they went back up and they've been going up ever since. So that's the thing about stocks. You got to know when and when not to sell. You got to know, you got to buy low, sell high. That's why I'm doing this research for this IPO, because usually IPOs is when they at their lowest. So that's when you want to buy, when they first come out. So I had to do some research, get y'all some gems and stuff like that, get y'all some major keys. Well, I said they've been on the rise ever since they dropped. Facebook currently has 1 billion monthly active users. That means 1 billion people is fucking logging in to Facebook every month. That's a fucking lot. You know how much money you can make off 1 billion people? That's, I guess, 363 billion. That's their market cap. And they are continuing to grow. So that's like the king of the social media. Next, I'm gonna do like Twitter. Now Twitter, they came out in 2006, so they like 2 years younger than Facebook, but they're still relatively new because not a lot of people are on Twitter. You see, it's more for like I don't know what's Twitter's niche audience. It's more like college students maybe. It's for the young people. For Facebook's for everyone, the old and everybody. Twitter's more for the young people who freaking, I don't know, but it's for the young people. You can hashtag and stuff and make it easy to find things like that. I just use Twitter when I'm trying to see what some moves is, or I'm in an area. I hashtag ODU or NSU or Miami, or that's when I don't know, that's what made hashtags popular, I think, was Twitter. But yeah, Twitter came out in 2006. They went public with their stock. Their first IPO was in November 2013 for $26. Okay, and they went up. I think this is the first day. They went up. They was started at 26. They went up to $44.94. That's a 72.84% increase, rise, whatever you want to call it. So they went up that much. So just imagine putting your money in there. I'm on Twitter fan. I'm gonna put some money in this company. I like it. And you make that much in one day. You show me a checking account, a savings account, they got them kind of interest rate. You ain't gonna show it. Unless you're fucking gambling or something. That's a good interest rate. But currently, now that was their high. That was their high. It was 40. No, they high wasn't 44. But the first day, they went up to $44. And then their highest was $69, which was January 3rd of 2014. So that was like 3 years ago, a little bit. So they went public in 2013, and their highest was $69 just a few months later. So if you got in and got out, you made you some money from it. But currently, Twitter's I be on and off Twitter. I really don't like Twitter because I don't know nobody on Twitter. I like Instagram because you can see pictures. I'm a visual person. I don't like to read or nothing like that. I mean, I ain't no dummy, but yeah. Twitter, they currently selling at 16.80 because they're not being innovative, I guess. You know, they had Vine. That's probably one of the reasons they stock went up. They had Vine, but then Instagram got the little videos and stuff, and they kind of like shut Vine down. So Twitter just closed Vine, and Twitter's doing bad right now. They need to do something innovative so maybe more people can use it, or maybe they can get their stocks up. I don't know what they can do because Snapchat the new guy on the block. Fucking Instagram still Instagram. So I don't know what Twitter can do, but if you don't know what Twitter is, there's a little more information on Twitter. Twitter is a microblogging site where people talk what they want to talk. Well, you can only use 140 characters or less. And also, Twitter has 317 million active users. So that's 1/3 of Facebook. Actually, it's like less than 1/3, but you can see their size compared to Facebook, where Facebook is up here, Twitter's like down there somewhere. But yeah, they're the 4th largest behind Facebook, Google, and Instagram. So Twitter still has, I guess, a long way to go, but they probably reached their plateau since they was at 69 and they at like $16 right now. So I don't know what Twitter gonna do. Last but not least, we got LinkedIn. I don't know if y'all know about LinkedIn. If you went to college or you recently graduated high school, I'm pretty sure your teachers or professors told you you need to make a LinkedIn account so you can network and see what people in your industry are doing. So that's basically what LinkedIn is for. So let's give you a little background on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under LNKD. Oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all what Twitter was on. It's on the TWTR. And LinkedIn has a $26 billion market cap. So you can see that they're still higher than Twitter, even though a lot of y'all probably don't know what LinkedIn is, but they're higher than Twitter. They're like the second compared to Facebook. They're currently at $195 per share. I don't think they're being traded anymore because I think Microsoft bought them, so they're going to be like under Microsoft now. And they came out in May 2003, and they have 467 million monthly active users. So that's well, they have 467 million accounts and 106 million monthly active users. So they're still above Twitter, but they're not above Facebook yet. They like in between. I know a few people that got a LinkedIn. I know more people that got a LinkedIn than a Twitter, I think. Yeah. The initial IPO, well, I can't say initial IPO. That's like a initial public offering. The IPO came out in January 2011 at $45 per share. That same day they rose to $94, which is like 171% increase. And their highest, their highest was $269. That was February 2015. So 2 years ago, their highest was $269. So just imagine you put $45 in there when they first came out. You put $45 in there, then your shit jumped up to $269. That mean you made, don't quote me on this, that mean you made like $220-something per share that you had. Just imagine if you done bought like, I don't know, a fucking $1,000 shares. Bitch, what's your number? Hit me up. Where you at though? Now I'm gonna give y'all a little background on Snapchat. So Snapchat, they came out in 2011. They gonna be on this New York Stock Exchange under SNAP. They coming out in a few weeks, so if you ain't spent your income tax or your student refund checks yet, you might want to hold off. You might want to hold off if what I told you before was some interesting information. You might want to hold off. So let's see. Snapchat came out 2011. Everybody's on it right now. DJ Khaled, fucking Kylie Jenner, me, Kevin Hart. You know, all the big people are on it right now. And they have like 158 daily users. They still kind of comparably small compared to all the other ones because they're brand new. They only been out for 5 years. So whereas you seen the other stocks been out for a while and it took them like almost 10 years to go public, they've been out 5 years. So since they've been out so they haven't been out that long. And whereas the other ones have been out for so long and then went public, I think this be like so awesome because they haven't even reached their highest point yet because they're so new. That's what I like about it too, because they're so young and new that they haven't even reached their highest point yet, and they just started taking off. So they probably was like here right now, then they started going up. They still going up. They have had some losses the last 2 years, and I think that's one of the reasons they start doing advertisements and snaps to make up for them losses. And they don't have like a permanent office space right now. They scattered all over, so they're not like centralized like you see Facebook and all these other companies. But they lost $551 million in 2016. That's a lot. Well, it might not be a lot. I don't know. They probably making a. Anyway, before that they lost $373 million in 2015. So they had losses for 2 consecutive years. So that's why they doing all these advertisement and all that. But in my personal opinion, I'm gonna give y'all what I think that I know I'm gonna do it. I don't know if y'all gonna do it, but from what I was seeing, all the other stocks, they started low. They went up. Like none of them went low. None of them started low and then just they all went up. They all went up. You all made money if you invested in those stocks. Now they had some low points. All of them did have a low point. Twitter, they're at their lowest right now. But other than that, Facebook, I said they started at like 30 some. They at 130 now. LinkedIn started off at 45. They at like 195 now. And their house was 269. So I don't want to say professional. In my opinion, I would definitely invest in Snapchat. I would definitely do it. This would be a great stock to invest in. You'll make some money. Trust me. That's the thing about stocks. You got to do your research. Don't just listen to me. Go do your own research. I use Merrill Edge. I think I used E-Trade before, but I like Merrill Edge because I bank with Bank of America. Make sure you hit the like button, you comment, tell me what you think. Make sure you follow me on my social media. Make sure y'all leave y'all social media down there so I can follow y'all. And I'm out.